Hey, Supreme Lenders, it's Pat Flood, and I'm so grateful today to be with PJ Green, who's going to be living in this Habitat home that all of you, every single day, because of your service in the community, our customer community, you create an amazing opportunity for us to give back to our community. So PJ and his mom are going to be able to live in a beautiful home because of the work that you do. I also want to give a shout out to our realtor partners and friends. The work that you do every day in referring our organization, certainly it pays the bills of all the folks, fine folks at Supreme, and helps them raise their families, but it also gets recycled back into the community. We make a commitment as a result of our mission to serve others before self, and that is the associates at Supreme, your customers and our customers, and then finally the communities that we live in.
It's amazing that just 8 weeks ago, all there was a foundation, and from all the volunteers at Supreme, our realtor friends coming out, other volunteers in the community, to now have a house that we're laying down the sod in a few minutes and able to give them the keys and a Bible to their own home for Deshavia and her family. It's an amazing thing to be a part of.
There's an amazing group of people that are swarming over this place to be able to get it in shape for the new homeowners. And so this is one of those types of events that's just amazing to me.
This, what we're doing today, represents the very best of mankind. When people come together and they give their time, their talent, and their treasure, and they expect nothing back in return, it's just being done based on the heart and the love that we have for each other as neighbors. That's what God called us to do, is to love our neighbor as we do ourselves. And today crystallizes that.
I would like to most of all thank Supreme Lending for sponsoring this home, as well as all of the other volunteers that came out every Saturday, every early Saturday morning to be a part of my build.
Hey guys, my name is PJ, and I want to thank Habitat and Supreme Lending for building my new home. And I love everybody who is watching right now, and God bless all of you.
Do you remember when you were younger? You dreamed about the future. You hoped that you would someday become the best version of you. And then, life. Today, you're either thriving in life, or you're like most folks. You're falling short of achieving all of your hopes and all of your dreams. Every one of us here today has a desire to be our best. And we also share in common 6 areas of life that make up our life: family and relationships, health and fitness, personal finance, fun and recreation, faith and community service, and business. Each one of these parts profoundly affects the other, and the sum total determines just how close we are to being our best. We all want to be our best, but we just can't seem to find the key that unlocks it. But what if we could? What if we could discover the key that would unlock our best lives? Well, we believe we have. We believe that you can too, and today we invite you to join us on our journey. We've been participating at Supreme Southeast with our Personal Professional Best program for the last 4 years, and indeed, a number of our associates have unlocked their best lives. The key to unlocking our best life and your best life, it's simple. It works just like your GPS. You accurately assess where you currently are, and then you develop a specific destination for all 6 areas of your life that is uniquely yours, your best. And then you get a plan or a route to get there and start driving, living intentionally every day with best in mind. And finally, you listen to that voice, the voice that affirms you when you're on the right path, and the voice that corrects you when you get off course, the voice that finally confirms that you've arrived at your targeted destination. Sounds simple? That's because it is simple. All you have to do is agree that you want to write your best life story, and you need to create a life plan to do just that. This is Personal and Professional Best, and we would be honored to have you join us on our journey. Every day, we write a part of our life story. And 365 days from today, we will have written another chapter of our life story. The question we need to ask ourselves is, will we choose to make it our best chapter? I'm Pat Flood with Supreme Lending, and welcome to Personal and Professional Best. We created this program because we all want to live our best life, but we recognize, and the data confirms it, that many are simply falling short. In the area of family and relationships, 40% of marriages are ending in divorce. The good news is that if we get relationships right in life, we're physically healthier. On the topic of physical health and fitness, only 23% of us are here today getting enough exercise. The good news is, if we can change that habit, make a different choice, 1 hour of exercise equals 2 hours of extension on your life, a pretty good return on investment. In the area of personal finance, only 37% of Americans, the wealthiest nation on the planet, can actually write a check for $500 or $1,000, 37%. The good news is, you and I can make simple choices, like drinking coffee at home or at the office instead of at Starbucks. And we can begin to save money so that that day of an emergency comes, we can write a check for $500 or $1,000. In the area of fun and recreation, it's amazing. Only 50% of Americans are going to take a vacation this year. And you know what? When you meet people that haven't taken a vacation, you know it. The good news is that those that do are happier. And guess what? They're 37% more productive in business. You should take a vacation, and so should I. In the area of faith and community service, only 1 of 4 Americans are volunteering during the course of the year. The good news is, for people that do, they actually live longer. And finally, in an area all of us share, business, 70% of U.S. workers are not engaged at their work. You can't be good at your work if you're not engaged at it. So those that are not engaged, guess what? The good news is that the job market's the best it's ever been. Pick a new job, take your talents to where the culture's right for you so you can actually be productive, and everyone in your life will benefit as a result of that choice. Speaking of choices, 6 years ago, I made a personal choice, and I want to share my story in hopes that it will impact you today in your choices so you can write your best life story. I went to the beach with Lisa and my 2 boys, and I took my shirt off, and I realized that I was little, and I was old, and I was white, and I was, well, out of shape, overweight. I knew I couldn't do anything about little and old, but I could get a tan and I could get in shape. And so that day on the beach 6 years ago, I made a choice, not about looking better, yeah, that was part of it, but really about getting healthier in life. You know, my doctor had told me prior to that, Pat, I really think you should lose some weight. Your blood pressure's too high, cholesterol, and if you don't do it for yourself, he said, make the choice to do it for your children so you're around a little longer. You know what? It finally sunk in that day, and I made that choice. We all have those kind of choices, you and I, to make today so that the next year is our best. Well, that day I made the choice. And then what I needed to do is have a life plan to actually take that choice I made to become my very best in health and fitness and turn it into reality. The way you do that is simple. First, you have to establish a specific set of goals, and you got to do it in writing. Only 3% of people actually have their goals in writing. Those that do are almost 50% more likely to actually succeed. So what did I do? I put my goals in writing. Well, how did I establish those goals? I hired 2 experts, my doctor, great expert for health and fitness, and a personal trainer. And they worked together with me to collaborate on what specific goals I should have that would lead me to the destination I had, which is to be my very best in the area of health and fitness in my life. They established a plan. They also agreed to serve as my accountability partner. And you know what we all need if we're going to get from here, where we are today, to that best place in any area of our life? We need a specific set of goals in writing, we need a plan to get there, and we need somebody in our life who's willing to play the voice of accountability. Dr. David Rodriguez and Bobby Aldridge have done just that for me. And you know what? 6 years later, that day I made that choice, 6 years later, 27 pounds off of my weight. My blood pressure is great today. I don't have to take medication any longer. My cholesterol's right on target. And you know what? I just feel so much better because of a choice I made, because I established goals in writing, because I got a plan in place to do it, and I got accountability partners. And that's what we do at Supreme Lending with our personal and professional best program. My responsibility at Supreme Southeast, well, I run a mortgage bank. But it's way bigger than that, because as the leader of Supreme Southeast, I'm responsible for 165 souls. And my responsibility led me to writing a personal mission statement years ago when I began in leadership, and that is to leave all I come in contact with better than I found them. I believe if I do that, they'll do mortgages just fine. But guess what? They'll do family better. They'll do finance better. They'll do health better. They'll have more fun. And they'll serve in the communities and make the communities that we live in every day, you and I, better. And that's what the Supreme Southeast Personal Professional Best Program is all about. It's about you and I making choices today so that we can write our very best story starting tomorrow. We welcome all of you from Supreme Southeast, all of the associates that are a part of our program. I love every single one of you. I hope you're on point so far this year. And if not, today starts all over again for you, right? Happy New Year. For those that are friends and family members, welcome back. I know we've got a number of people traveling this journey with us in Personal Professional Best. And I also want to reach out to the realtor community and say thank you for your partnership in the past to help us with our business. And we hope today invites you to help you with your business, the business of you writing your best life story. You know what? Just as a way to kind of connect you with what's been happening here and what may happen for you if you wind up joining our program, I want to allow you to look into the lives of a number of Supreme Southeasters who took this program serious, made choices, established goals, got plans, and have actually executed those plans. And guess what? They now have stories to tell about life change in every area of life that has made a huge difference, not only for them, but for their family, for their friends, for their colleagues here. We want you to hear all about it.
Since we started, or since Pat started with this personal and professional best program, it has been a really helpful tool to get you on track of different aspects of your life.
So the best thing about the personal and professional best program is for each category you list your goals and a plan on how you're going to reach those goals. That really helped me set into motion. It's great to say, oh, I'm going to do something, but to really write it down, what exactly are you going to do to reach that goal? That's what really helped me get my plan into action and really stay focused on what I needed to do for 2018.
And for me, having the personal professional best program is what led me towards achieving that goal, because it set that foundation for me to begin that process.
With goal setting, I became intentional about spending time with my stepfather, Pete, and our relationship actually became a priority, not just in my mind and spirit, but on paper.
The Personal and Professional Best program helped me to crystallize my goals and reconcile my ministry life and my work life by really just giving me a roadmap and giving me a clear methodology and clarifying for me that this is something that I could really pursue.
Through Personal and Professional Best program, we set goals in each category, and for community service, I try to set a certain number of days that I want to attend Habitat. Through my position at work as well, I kind of help organize the build from a sense of connecting with the Habitat sponsors and our people. So I'm, not only signing myself up and committing myself, but I'm trying to urge other people with the company to get out there and help, because it is on a Saturday and it is community service, but the overall effect from doing that is just so rewarding.
So in our Personal and Professional Best meeting that we had with Pat, there was a guest speaker. His name was Ken Tang, and he actually rewarded a couple people who won the drawing with an actual hour meeting with him. And so Eric was one of the ones who won the meeting, and so we actually set up a meeting with Ken Tang, and he sat down with us at our house and helped us with our finances, and we were able to set out a plan of how we wanted to pay off our debt and become debt-free.
One of the challenges, there are so many challenges in this business, but one of the challenges is to have that balance between personal and professional life. Okay, this job is kind of 24/7. You have to be on top of your phone, of your computer. You have to be on top of your agents to take care of them and their clients as well. So one of the challenges is to try to get that balance with your personal life.
So going from 2017 into 2018, my jeans didn't quite button and fit the way that I wanted them to. Just my overall health, my stamina, trying to make it through the day, make it through the weekend, day after day, I could just really feel the toll on my body. So I decided that 2018 was the year that I was going to put my plan into action, actually have a plan. I wrote out everything on January the 2nd of what I wanted to accomplish for the year.
So I began changing some of the things I was doing that would help progress me, like reading different books and things like that. That helps change my mindset around what I was looking to do so that I can progress myself in a better way.
With the Personal and Professional Best program, one of our categories is faith and community service. And while me personally, I'm not necessarily the most in tune with the faith side, I still think it's awesome that our company promotes and pushes people to get involved in the community, go out, help others, and it's something they really care about. So with us specifically, Habitat for Humanity is our main charity of choice, and after this year, it would be my third Habitat home that I helped build, which I love the whole process, honestly, helping others, giving them something that's going to be theirs. It's just really a great experience.
And what I pursued was life coaching specifically. I studied the credentials and the criteria and the requirements, and I committed myself to that process. So thus far, it's a 3-part program. I have become certified as a career coach, as a life coach, and I'm in the process now of becoming an executive and leadership coach. And now I feel that when I come into the workplace, not only do I have the skills from a ministry standpoint, understanding that all things, the foundation of them are spiritual, but how do they show up at work and how to really connect with people at work?
Well, for my commitment for fun and recreation in our Personal Professional Best, my big goal was to go to the World Cup, the Soccer World Cup in Russia. Okay, it was a 12 days assignment. I decided to take my son. That was the best thing that I ever done so far, and I know that it's gonna be awesome for the rest of my life. Yeah.
I'm forever grateful to the Personal Professional Best program for putting me in a position to really take a moment to analyze all these buckets and areas of my life, and encouraging me to spend time and energy developing the family and relationship aspect of my life. Something that I would normally have said, oh, I give myself an A+, but it wasn't until I took a moment and paused and really thought about, am I showing up in my family and relationship life, that I realized that I had so much work that I could do.
I cannot thank Pat and everyone at Supreme enough to have people come up and comment, you look really great. I mean, that just does so much for you, for people to know that you're really working hard, and everyone here at Supreme supports you in doing that. And just the inspiration that we get here is fantastic.
So we really want to thank Pat Flood and the Personal and Professional Best program for helping us to become closer as a couple with paying off our debt, making sure we're on track to actually become our personal and professional best. It's really helped us throughout the couple of years, and we are so grateful for everything that we've achieved.
Wow. That's why we do what we do here at Supreme Southeast. And we hope and we pray that you all make a choice today to join us. You can register and sign up your goals at supremebest.com, and we hope that you do. Our next live stream, by the way, will be August 23rd at 11:30, and I'm excited to share with all of you that the topic is family and relationships, something very important to all of us, right? If we get that right, our lives will be much better. And we have a voice of wisdom that's going to join us, one of the top authors of our generation, one of the top leaders of our generation, Andy Stanley with North Point Community Church right here in Atlanta. And he is going to deliver a great program for all of us so that we can learn better how to be more successful in relationships and how to fix relationships when they actually get broken. We assemble, when we do, there's 4 goals. That's a key word for today, right? There's 4 goals that we have in mind in our partnership with you now as we join together. The first one is to learn together, to grow, and to get better. The second goal is to offer encouragement and accountability to each other. So if you sign up, register your goals every month that you come to our program, leading up to it, hopefully you'll be thinking about the things that you've committed to do to make your life better, to write a better story. And so we become an accountability partner. And you can create your own accountability group right there in your office. Ask our loan officers about it. We'd love to have you do so that you can share with your colleagues and your friends there the things that are really important to you in a little bit more intimate way. So that's the second thing we do, offer encouragement and accountability. The third thing when we join together is we make the world a better place. And then finally, the fourth thing that we do together is we do what we all do every single day. We compete, and hopefully we have fun. And it's time to do just that, compete and have fun. It's time to play the game smart. That is Supreme Mortgage and Real Estate Trivia. If you want to sign up, here's how you do so to play the game with us. You go to www.supremebest.live. You register your name, your email, and the team that you're playing for. Do not leave your browser once you sign up. Don't leave your browser. Stay on for the duration of the game. Okay, and just to give you, again, a reminder about how that game actually works, it's like this. You need to answer the question, of course, accurately, but the quicker that you answer the question, the faster that you answer the question accurately, the better your score is going to be. And everyone that is in the audience today will be first playing individually. So all of your individual answers, how quickly and how accurate you are, will accumulate for you a score in an individual category. And then all of you that are playing for teams, individuals, you will cumulatively score with the balance of your teammates. Can't hear the music, fellas. And so when you do play, okay, the game today, we're going to go ahead at the end of the game, we're going to have 2 groups of winners. We're going to have 10 groups of individuals. Fellas, I can't hear the music. I need some music to actually take place. We'll have 10 individual winners, and each one of the individuals will get to direct $500 to the charity of their choice so we can make, essentially, the world a better place. Hit charities with some dollars so that they can do the things that they do best. The teams that win, the top 5 teams, you're going to go ahead and get $1,000 to direct to the charity of the choice. Volume, please. I can now start hearing it a little bit. Okay? I'm getting the feel for it. I'm getting the feel for it. I'm getting in the mood. I need it a little bit louder, a little bit louder. It's a little bit better. Okay, so back to the teams. We're going to give away $5,000. Each individual team that wins is going to win $1,000 to direct to the charity of their choice. And as a special addition, not only this month, but going forward, you may have noticed this trophy sitting next to me. By the way, the Sanders Team Realty here in Atlanta is the first winner of the trophy. So on the plate here will be the winning team. Sanders, congratulations for your work last month. And what we plan to do is deliver today's winner the trophy. And you'll have bragging rights for the next month until we meet again, playing the game Smart, the Supreme Mortgage and Real Estate Trivia Game. Volume, please. And guess what? We don't play, because we're personal professional best, that idea that everybody gets a trophy. There's only one to give away. All right. Well, let's get started with the game Smart then, okay? First question we're ready to go to. Oh, where's my microphone? I always did want to be a game chef host, and now I have the opportunity. It's wonderful. It was one of my goals. Okay, here we go. The first question. What percentage of American adults actually have written goals? Is it A, 3%? Is it B, 5%? Is it C, 7%? Or is it D, 8%? You know what? Everyone should have written goals, because what we know is true is that if you have goals that are in writing, it's more likely they'll actually take place. But the answer to the question is what we're asking here. And the answer would be to how many people have goals is A, 3%. For those of you who hit 3%, you got it right. And hopefully by the end of today, we'll have 100% of all the participants with written goals. Let's move on. First, let's go ahead and take a look at we have Jetta Wilson in first place with Gerald Wessels, Rick Rue. We have a number of people actually in first place to start out with. All right, 3. And then the Sanders team showing back up again. NA is number 1. I'm not sure who NA is, but they're apparently pretty smart. And KW City Side's number 3. Good job. All right, let's go. Question number 2. By committing your goals to writing, how much more likely are you to actually achieve your goals? Is it A, 25%, B, 37%, C, 39%, or is it D, 42%? So if you actually write down your goals, make them a commitment in writing to yourself and to all of those that are in your life, what's the percentage of likelihood that they'll actually take place increase if you have them in writing? And that would be D. For those who answered D, you got it correct. 42%. Congratulations. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, can we? Number 1 is Shane Eggert, Rich Sells, Francis Rodriguez. All right, you're heading it up so far. Let's go to the team. KW Peachtree City making a move. Sanders team, wow, they are a strong team. KW Sugarloaf in 3rd place now. Let's go to question number 3, shall we? On average, how many days does it take to develop a new habit? Is it A, 42 days, B, 66 days, C, 74 days, or D, is it 77 days? So today, if you were to make a choice and you were to establish a new goal and get a plan, it would take you a number of days to actually change the habits you're in, which may not be very good, to get into a better habit which will benefit you and lead you to your best life. And the answer to that question, how long does it take? On average, it takes 66 days to change a habit. Congratulations to those who answered B. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, can we? Shane Eggert maintaining position number 1. Matt Peterson right up there with him. And Monica T. Let's go to the team scores. KW Sugarloaf taking the lead. Congratulations for the moment. KW Peachtree Cities and KW Paddocks in 3rd place. All right, let's see. All of us should be exercising, but only 23% of us are. But if you started exercising 1 hour, how many hours would that actually add to your life? So for every hour that you exercise, you can add time onto your life. Is it A, 1 hour for 1 hour of exercise? Is it B, 2 hours for an hour of exercise? Is it C, 3 for 1 hour of exercise? Or for an hour of exercise, is it D, 4 hours added to your life? And this question's answer is B, 2 hours. So if you exercise starting today, if you exercise 1 hour, you're going to get 2 more hours added to your life. A great investment to make for yourself and for others that you love that are in your life. Let's go to the leaderboard, can we? Shane Eggert, I don't know where you're at, but I'll tell you what, you're getting it right. Matt Peterson and Monica T is in 3rd place. Number of others bunched up just behind them. KW Peachtree City keeping the team lead. KW Sugarloaf, number 2, and KW Stockbridge. KW is on the board today, scoring left and right. Here we go. This is a recent event that was obviously well watched and attended as well. Camilo, Gabriel. Number 5, which country recently won the 2018 FIFA World Cup? Was it A, France? Was it B, Croatia? Was it C, Russia? Might have been, might not have been. Could have been somebody else. Or was it D, the United States? I need some music, folks. I guess I don't need any music. I can dance anyway, because I'm a happy guy. Oh, the answer is A, France. Congratulations to all those who got it right. Shane Eggert maintains his lead, number 1. Matt Peterson and Monica T, all in the lead. A number of others bunched up. Let's go to the team rankings. 1st, KW Sugarloaf. 2nd, KW Stockbridge. And 3rd, KW Paddocks. Let's go to question number 6, can we? Which of these categories is not one of the 6 components of personal and professional best? A, family and relationships. B, health and fitness. C, faith and community service. And D, Chardonnay and shopping. So which one of the answers is not a part of the 6 components of personal and professional best? Family and relationships, B, health and fitness, C, faith and community service, and D, Chardonnay and shopping. The correct answer is D, Chardonnay and shopping. It's not one of the personal professional best categories, Lisa. All right, taking a look at the leaderboard, it maintains the same top 3 halfway through. Let's go to the team lead. KW Paddocks has taken the lead. Congratulations by 1 point. KW Sugarloaf and KW Peachtree City following them up. Let's go to question number 8, can we? That would be, you should send, and this is a very important question, I want you all to pay very close attention. You should send your next buyer referral to A, Supreme Lending, B, Supreme Lending, C, Supreme Lending, or D, all of the above. And the answer to where you should send your next buyer referral to is, you need to get this one right, D. It's D, all of the above. Congratulations to those who got it right. Now all you got to do is follow through on the goal that you just committed yourself to. All right, we have one more question here. Before we wrap up the final question, we're going to go ahead and update the leaderboard. We've had a change at the top. In fact, the top 3, Matt Peterson has now taken over as number 1, Jason Smith number 2, Christy Basket number 3. Let's move on to the teams out in the field, and we have KW Paddocks holding on to number 1, KW Sugarloaf number 2, KW Stockbridge number 3. Very tight at the top though. Here's the last question for today. Where can I sign up to join Supreme's journey to best? Is it A, supremebest.com, B, amazon.com, is it C, supremelending.com, or is it D, Netflix? So the answer to where I can sign up to register my goals so that I can get on plan, not become one of the 3% is going to turn into 100% for all the crowd here today, is A, supremebest.com. So if you got that correct, The top 3, you're going to maintain yourself on the leaderboard. Let's take a look at what happened to the leaderboard, and here's how it's going to finish for today in terms of the top 10. Number 1 was Matt Peterson. Number 2, Jason Smith. Summer Brady, number 3. Congratulations. And hopefully you can see out there the balance of those that were participating today. Let's go to the teams that have won. KW Paddocks, congratulations to you. You now have bragging rights for this coming month. KW Stockbridge, number 2. KW InTown made a move at the end and came in 3rd. And again, I'll remind you that the top 10 individuals will receive the privilege of having $500 to direct to the charity of your choice. We'll make the world a better place together. And the top 5 teams, starting with KW Paddocks, will have $1,000 to be able to do the same. I want to personally thank all of you for spending the time being with us today. We hope and we pray that you make a choice today to join us on our journey to become our personal and professional best. We're going to be there. We hope to meet you there.